Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News from TayNinhTV radio and television station. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, the Standing Committee of the Provincial Party Committee has just issued the propaganda plan for Party Congress at all levels, term 2020-2025, and the 5th TayNinhTV Patriotic Emulation Congress.
In particular, the Standing Committee of TayNinhTV Provincial Party Committee required propaganda to be regularly organized before, during, and after the Congress towards all status of the society to ensure the correct direction, political orientation, and ideological of the party committees of the party committee. The activities should be practical, thrifty, and effective, associated with the anniversary of major national and local holidays in 2020. The contents of the propaganda focus on major orientations: Marxism-Leninism and Ho Chi Minh ideology, targets of national independence and socialism, platform, party charter, birth process, figure the establishment and development of the Communist Party of Vietnam over the past 90 years, the party's leadership role and outstanding achievements of the country, and the province after 35 years of renovation. Contents of the Political Bureau Directive number 35 on the Progressive Party Congress to the 13th National Party Congress of the party, results of studying and following Ho Chi Minh's ideology, morality and style, associated with the implementation of the Central Resolution 4, 11 and 12 sessions on building and regulating the party, achievements on economy, culture, society, national defense and security, social security of the province and the country in the past 5 years, content of the draft documents submitted to the party congress at all levels, activities to contribute ideas to officials, party members and people, process of preparation, organization and development, results of party congress at all levels, holidays, anniversaries of the country and the province in the time of the conference.
Since 2015, the People Committee of the TayNinhTV Province has issued 10 policies to support rural agriculture development. According to the TayNinhTV Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, this is the period when the province issued the most policy, especially for rural agriculture. Policies are gradually promoting agricultural development. Agriculture is gradually shifting to producing goods and products with high quality and value. Specifically, there are 2 policies to support the implementation of projects linking production and product consumption. 2 policies to support low interest to develop good agriculture and high-tech agriculture operation, support to improve the efficiency of farmer households, support agricultural production to restore production in areas affected by natural disaster and epidemics, support the project participants to develop diverse livelihoods, and replicate a sustainable poverty reduction model. Specific policy to encourage enterprise to invest in agriculture and rural areas in the province. Until now, there are still 7 policies, including 4 policies to support agricultural production and 3 policies to support rural development. Through the implementation, the policy converging central policy and specific local policy have come to fly quite well. There is a lot of content to support production, but the application of high technology to production requires high investment, costs, and techniques. The investment process is tight, so many farmers have not really changed the production practice. According to the TayNinhTV Department of Education and Training, the provincial education sector has been actively implementing the plans on student flow to ensure training resources, vocational training in caring, continuing education center. The TayNinhTV Department of Education and Training has entrusted secondary school, high school, vocational education center, continuing education, organized teaching in the direction of continuously renewing the teaching content in the program towards streamlining practicality, enhancing practice, applying knowledge into practice.
School supplement update the vocational content in subjects and educational activities in accordance with the implementation. One of the solutions that the Department of Education and Training often noted is the propaganda to raise awareness for students about the importance of the vocational education system, create conditions for Ho Chi Minh City Career Orientation Center, a number of universities and colleges to organize vocational training for 100% of high school students. Vocational education centers continuing education actually cooperated with high school in the province to organize retain admission in the form of admission in collaboration with vocational secondary schools. Vocational colleges inside and outside the province organize the training and professional intermediate and vocational secondary school in parallel with supplementary teaching for students, especially students of grade 10.
In recent years, Tây Ninh province has implemented many solutions. Country time many programs on administrative reform of the government. The positive change have initially contributed to promoting socio-economic development of the locality, bringing satisfaction to the people and businesses. Up to now, there are 123 state administrative agencies in the province that have implemented the one-door mechanism, of which 19 burn 19 department board and branches, 9 burn 9 district city, and 95 burn 95 communes, ward and township comply with the government decree number 61 of April 23, 2018 on the implementation of the one-stop and one-stop shop mechanism in settling administrative procedure through the Provincial Public Administration Center, the section that receive and return the results of each agency. Besides, the provincial rep portal provides 100% administrative procedure to achieve level 2 of online public service. The province has implemented the articulation process, ensuring administrative procedure between the taxation, industry, and the natural resources and environment sector in tax calculation. The Provincial Public Administration Center continues to operate stably and effectively, with the total administrative procedure performed at the center at more than 1,400 administrative procedures. The administrative procedure brought into the center have been developed electronic procession, the provincial electronic one-stop software system. 100% of dossier and administrative procedure are strictly supervised from receiving, processing to returning results. In the morning of December 7, 2019, TayNinhTV vaccination clinic was opened and officially put into operation at 275A, Phạm Văn Đồng Street, Hiệp Tân Commune, Hòa Thành District, Tây Ninh Province. This is the first high-quality survey immunization clinic in Tây Ninh Province. Attending the opening ceremony, there were Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Vice Chairman of Tây Ninh People's Committee, and leaders of provincial and local departments. Speaking at the open ceremony, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People Committee, said the opening of TayNinhTV high-quality vaccination clinic helps people in the province to have more options for vaccination survey to protect their health, thereby contributing to the increase of the proportion of people vaccinated in line with the standards of the Ministry of Health. The TayNinhTV vaccination clinic is fully equipped and designed according to the standards of the Ministry of Health, such as reception room, screening consultation clinic, injection room, and post-injection monitoring room, and utility areas. Currently, the TayNinhTV vaccination clinic offers 24 vaccines for all ages, including many new generation vaccines such as 6-in-1 Hexasim, 5-in-1 Pentasim vaccines. All vaccines are researched and injected according to 8-step procedure according to GSP International Standard. The TayNinhTV vaccination clinic works every day of the week from Monday to Sunday, with many extra services to people who come for examination and vaccination. Ladies and gentlemen, at the SEA Games 2019 in the Philippines, Vietnam tennis team won a total of 6 medals, including 1 gold medal, 2 silver medals, and 3 bronze medals. This is a memorable milestone for Vietnamese sports in general and tennis in particular, because after 30 years, our ex-champion country host player won gold at the Southeast Asia Games.
The number 1 tennis player in Vietnam and also the son of the province Liu Hoàng Nam became the first Vietnamese athlete to win the gold medal in men's singles at the SEA Games in tennis. After winning the tournament, the match against Daniel Cao Nguyen, another Vietnamese player. To win the SEA Games gold medal, Liu Hoàng Nam overcame fellow competitor Daniel Cao Nguyen after 2 sets with a score of 6-2 and 6-4. This is an unexpected result because before the final, Daniel Cao Nguyen was more appreciated than Hoàng Nam. I only tried my best for the color of the shot for the national and tried to get the final games. Before that, I also had a wrist injury and had to overcome pain to play. And with persistent efforts, I has brought glory to Vietnam in Euro and the province in particular. And talking about his partner Daniel Cao Nguyen, Nam said, Mr. Nguyen is extremely professional both in the field and in real life. From eating, discipline, or time, he's perfect, and it is that I need to study. Also, his partner Daniel Nguyen was scattered with the national tennis team after a short training camp in the US, and is also determined to win the gold medals in his first Southeast Asian Games. The Vietnamese-American player became the naturalized citizen at the end of October. Additionally, he was registered to attend SEA Games on the last day of registering, becoming the greatest hope of Vietnamese tennis at the 30th SEA Games in the Philippines. Currently ranked about 341st in the ATP ranking, Daniel is the top seed in men's singles at the SEA Games 30th. The 29-year-old once rose from number 199 in the world. Daniel, very glad and congratulations to your best results as your tennis player for yourself and the Vietnamese team in the SEA Games, the 30th of in Philippines. And for the first time that you have joined for your team to play in the SEA Games tournament. So what is the feeling when you first joined this international team at SEA Games?
Yeah, it was always nerve-wracking playing for a new team, a new country. And I felt like it was a very great experience for me to do that. And you know, for me, I went out there to the tournament, you know, going in there trying to do my best. And yeah, I'm really, you know, obviously you want to do well, get the gold for myself, but I'm really happy for Nam for, you know, getting to the finals and beating me. And so yeah, I'm really happy, you know, to make it to the finals and try to put, you know, better tennis into Vietnam and help the country as any way I can.
Before joining to the tournament of the tennis team of Vietnam to play in the international tournament like SEA Games, you know that for a long time ago that Vietnam didn't have any good results in this tournament. So what do you feel, what you try to put your targets when you join in this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, look, I came in with the intention to try to get to the finals and try to bring a medal, you know, whatever, gold or silver, back to Vietnam. And so for me, I think this was a big achievement for myself and the country just to make the finals. And I'm really happy to just help them out.
As the first tennis player to bring back good results at the SEA Games in tennis for Vietnam and sport for Vietnam in general, Hoàng Nam and Daniel Cao Nguyen were very happy, but did not forget to set the next goal. In the future, with my practice and experiences, I will transfer it for a young tennis player to continue developing, bringing Thailand and Vietnam tennis to a new level. The team will try to win a lot of victories in future tournaments to earn the right to go up to challengers class.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.